Hello and welcome to Nitro Talk. How's everyone doing? I know it's been a little bit, but let's talk some Nitro. Real quick before we do that, while I may not be here all the time with videos, I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. Sorry about the absence, but I'm back with a little tech tip. It's one I've been wanting to. Thank you very, very much for your support any way you give it. I really, really appreciate it. Been wanting to talk about this for a little bit. I don't do a lot of small block stuff anymore. Rotary carb is pretty much a small block thing other than, like helicopter engines. Anyways, I've done this a couple times, and it's always worked great for me. And what it is something that you can do if you do not have your dust cover, is what this piece is called. The rubber boot that sits on your rotary arm right there. As you can see, I do not have one on this carb right here. But what I was running on this carb to great success was a couple of O-rings. And I'll show you exactly how I did that. First, I Molykoted them up real good. And one of the keys for this is that the two O-rings be sized so that the smaller one can push into the larger one. It doesn't, it won't sit right inside of it, but it can be pushed into it. You see if I can, you can flatten it out, and by putting them together, they're slippery. If we can get, that's the one inside the other, but it'll pop right back out. Let me go ahead and show you. I got them good and Molykoted here, right? So what we're trying to seal, if you can see, is, let me get you a pointer. All right. What we're trying to seal, there we go. No, there we go. What we're trying to seal is this line right here where this inner piece meets with this outer piece. So that's where we want our O-ring to sit, is right on that line. Now we see when we set our O-ring there, I got a bunch of crap all over me. When we set our O-ring there, it doesn't stay where we want it, right? It kind of bounces around. That's where the second one comes in. Now the second one is going to sit right around this inner part. See how that purple one sits right on there, really nice. And you see how the smaller one kind of centers the outer one, the green one. See how the green one is now perfectly centered, because that other one sits kind of right inside of it and centers it just right. You're also going to need for this a washer that is going to hold everything together. All right. Then you just put your arm back on. Let me see where I want it. Put your arm back on like such. And make sure your arm is placed you might need to adjust this in the vehicle. All right, so my arm is locked back in place. Now, some carbs, right, they all move as you rotate these rotary carbs. As you rotate them, they all come in and out. Some come in and out more than others. This one doesn't seem to move very much at all in and out. But some carbs, as you rotate them, will move substantially. I've had other carbs where when you push it all the way closed or open, whichever one it is, which is that closed? Yeah, closed. It pushes the smaller one into the larger one. This one doesn't really do that, but it does keep a good seal right there. And I've had this also on carbs where it pushed the O-ring into the other one, and that worked perfectly well also. So that's my little dust cover. They call this a dust cover. That's a dust cover replacement with some O-rings and some Molykote, and that forms a nice seal there, and I've used this on a couple, at least 2 different small block carbs, and they both work great with it. All right, so that's your little tech tip there. If anyone hanging around, I wanted to discuss also, we're talking about Molykote, we're talking about these dust covers on these. As I was digging around looking for carbs that I had done this little mod to discuss, I saw these OS rotary carbs, and they have the dust boot in place. Okay, both of these, the dust boot is intact, dust cover. Really quickly, these are the 11M and 11J OS carburetors. The OSJ is the rotary carb for your 18 CVR. That's a fairly common rotary carb. But this one right here, the 11M, that is the rotary carb for the 12TZ. And that one is a little bit rarer. Those are pretty hard to come by. And actually, I went and took a peek on eBay. There is not one of either of these right now for sale on eBay. The point I was making with that is these are not cheap. When they are available, you're going to pay $75 for a used one, if you can find one. Luckily, though, the dust covers are available. One very good thing, as you can see, these two both have the same boot, and there's also a lot of the OS small block rotary carbs use this same boot. It's the same dust cover, sorry. And that is it's the OS 2BK is the dust cover that comes on most of these small block rotary carbs. Don't, make sure it goes on yours if you're going to be looking for one. But where I was going with that was, so I also looked at these, and if you can get a good peek on there, you see how this one here is a little shinier, and this one's a little duller, right? We're talking about those dust covers there. That is rubber. It is not silicone. The reason why the one is shinier is because that one has been Molykoted. This one has not. Do I want to remove this and Molykote it? See, these, the point I'm making about these being rubber is these will dry on you. These dust covers on these old OS rotary carbs will dry up and crack. So you want to get the Molykote to them quickly. heck am I doing? Is it? Oh, yeah. Keep on spinning. You want to get the Molykote to it while it is still pliable, while it is still somewhat soft. Why is that? Just keep on spinning. I'm not spinning the, I don't need to remove the needle. You know what? Let me see where it's at. Oh, I am. I do have to remove the needle. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. As we can see, now that we got the arm off of this, we can see that that is dried in position. The arm was probably sitting right there, and that thing is bone dry and probably cannot be brought back. Any attempt to remove it will probably destroy it because it was not gotten to while it still had life. Yeah, that is... I'm just trying to get it off. We got some cracks in it. Come on. Why is it? Why would not get a good zoom? There we go. See the cracks in it because it is dry. That is a rubber piece. You know why we got this off? Okay, this one moves a little more in and out. You see how that comes in and out a bit as you're rotating it? Let's go ahead and see. Now, this is a little bit different. On that one, it was flush, but this one, the inner piece that spins is sitting out a little bit. So you'd almost have to kind of stack them. Let me take a peek and see what kind of size. Is that a little small? Is that a little big? Well, I'll tell you what, that's about perfect. And that actually almost looks like if I put a washer on that, that would be perfect, just a single. But then, yeah, when you move it, it'll squeeze it too much. I would need a pretty big washer to go over this one. Probably do two thinner ones instead of one thicker one. Where would I find a washer like that in the shims? Washer seal assortment. These aren't, I don't think there's much metal in here. Probably nothing in here that's gonna work. Nah. Now I need a washer similar to that one, but larger. Anyways, this one, let's go ahead and this one that has been Molykoted. Let's go ahead and take a peek ski at it. Go ahead and keep that with that, and this with this. Aha. That one, as you can see, does not have that gap like the other one does. And looks like, can I get it off of here without it cracking? Let's see. Do I want to even try to take it off of there? To re-Molykote it is the reason why I would be taking it off. Gently. Oh yeah, it's pliable. There we go. All right. Still intact. No cracks. It is firm. That's the thing. It is not very pliable. Yes, I can squeeze it. It's not bone solid brittle, but it does not feel great. It doesn't feel soft. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to bring it back with a fresh Molykote, but hopefully keep it from deteriorating any further is going to be my goal. I am going to go ahead, since I did look and I found some of these 2BK dust boots for sale. Luckily, they made a lot of different carbs that use them, so there's probably a decent stock of them out there still. So they hopefully will be around for a while. But there are some now. They're about $12 a piece shipped. I think I'm going to order me one for that. Yes, I can probably get an O-ring set up on it, but these are nice vintage OS. These are collector carbs, in my opinion. These are collector items. So I want them original with the original boots. Now, here's the thing. Those brand new ones, how new old stock are they? I wonder, have those been made anytime recently? Were those made long ago? Are they still nice and supple when they're new in the package? Maybe they're sealed up good and the airtight kept them fresh. That'll be interesting. Like I said, I am going to order one and I will make a video. I'll open it up and check it out, and I will give it a Molykote fresh out of the package to make sure that it is going to stay supple. All right, yeah, this feels a little better now. I got a good Molykote rub into it. It's a little bit spongier. It's still pretty firm, but it feels all right. It feels like it's not in danger of crapping out on me. Which one do I want to put it on? Do I have a preference? Let me go ahead and just check it right back on here. There we go. And throw our arm back in place. And our low speed needle set up. And as you can see, when you operate that carb, that boot goes up and down a little bit when you move the carb. All right, so got a fresh Molykote on that one. That one is cached, dry, crack, all gone, no good. Like I said, I guarantee I could get an O-ring on here and it operate fine with an O-ring or two, like on that one. But to get that going, maybe in a future video, if I could find me, I probably have one around here somewhere, a washer that I could get on there and would keep it in place. But anyways, I will order that. More videos to come. I'm rambling. Hope anyone, if you got a carb missing its dust cover, I hope the O-ring trick works for you. See you on the next video. Got Savage videos coming up. Got more videos coming. I've had my mind on other stuff. I've had my mind hasn't been on Nitro. It hasn't. But I'll always love Nitro, and I always got plenty of stuff to show and talk about. So I'll see y'all later. Have a great day.